emergency mode. Why? Because that's going to cost any organization humongously. From the CISO standpoint, apart from costing the organization, such kind of an error could even cost you your job. In addition, it could also expose you to criminal liability under the existing law in your own individual capacity, and for which you may not have the appropriate documentation to show that you as an organization or you as a top management of the organization had exercised all due diligence to prevent the commission of any offense or contravention. So focus back on documentation, focus back on your due diligences and compliances, and this law, but particularly, I think it's going to be a game-changing law primarily. Everything will be dependent on how it's going to be implemented. But the very fact that every organization is now going to have a Damocles sword on their head for a potential fine for 250 crore rupees could actually drive India towards a more, shall I say, sound data economy as we go forward, as more responsible data practices are going to be ensured to be followed by all stakeholders. Needless to say, please don't only concentrate on the Digital Personal Data Protection Act. This is just the cherry on the cake. Please concentrate on the cake as well, which is the Information Technology Act 2000 and the rules and regulations
with other entities. Now, suppose if there is a data breach through a third party, then who has to pay the fine? Who is responsible?
So the concept of cascading consent has not been imbibed in the DPDP Act. If the third party, see, it depends upon who is liable. The data fiduciary is liable to the data principal. Here, we don't have a concept of something like a third party person who is doing something. Now, suppose if you have to guard yourself from, data fiduciary, to guard yourself from such kind of lapse from the third party, you need to have contract with him. And in the contract, you need to have indemnification clauses as to if I get fined because of your issues, your problems, you will indemnify against whatever the loss I incur or whatever penalty or fine I incur. So this having a contract with indemnification clause with regards to their data protection board now becomes important. So every organization needs to go back to their contracts and revise the contracts when it comes to handling of data in a cascading pattern, and when you're giving data to further for a third party or further from third party to